the Sage, returning for another amazing video. What up, dude? What it do, Sade? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Okay, we just gonna get right into it. Okay, today's video is about candle magic and what makes a deity want to assist you with your request. Okay, I promise you it's not that complicated. So I love candle magic. I think candle magic is the easiest and probably the first step that you want to take in regards to learning how to just testing your vices and your magical power. Okay, I started off with candle magic. I like fire. Okay, I feel like if there's no fire involved in the spell, I'm not really doing magic. Okay, not everybody feels that way. It depends on which element that you're drawn to the most. I'm really drawn to fire and air the most. So incense and candles, those make me feel like I'm really in my mode, and then I'm doing what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, I feel like I'm real close. So let me back this up. Let me back this up. Okay, we good. Okay, so starting off. Okay, first thing you need to know about candle magic is colors. You want to study colors. Okay, what's happening? What's up? Colors. It's been proven that colors do affect the psychology in the brain. Okay, certain colors give off certain frequency and certain indications. Okay, in the marketing and the business industry, taxis taxis are really known for being yellow because yellow is kind of dependable. I've explained this before. Fast food restaurants use reds, yellows, and oranges to incite hunger. Okay, if you're trying to seduce, okay, you see a lady in a red dress, okay, that turns you on, that gets you going, that arouses you in a way. Okay, so before you even start candle magic, you want to align your intention of what you're trying to wield into existence and correspond it with the color. Okay, so I'm gonna give an example. Talk about two things. Like I said, humans favorite things: love and money. Okay, so I'm gonna start with the green candle. Okay, so for example, green is associated with the color. Money is associated with the color green. So if you want to manifest more money in your life, you get a green candle. Okay. If you want confidence, or if you want confidence, or if you're trying to cast a love spell. Okay. Love spells, I don't condone. Disclaimer: I don't condone love spells because I feel like if that person don't already like you, baby, ain't no use to manipulate nobody free will for love spells. Okay, but if you are going to do a love spell, okay, the colors that you want to use are reds and pinks. Red, usually for more passion, for more lustful energy, to make somebody really desire you. Okay, pinks are more associated with a more affectionate kind of love, or more, oh, come here, baby, let me hug you, let me kiss you. You know, more, you could say more affection, and more of a softer, more devoted energy if you want to use pinks. You can also use pink candles when it comes to sometimes I get bored and I light a pink candle for myself to make myself obsessed with myself, to do self-love spells. Okay, because if you don't love yourself, how the fuck you expect somebody else to love you? Okay, like I said, but if I might use a red candle if I'm going out and I'm in my Lilith and I want to seduce. You'll use red candles. Okay. Yellow can be used for creativity. Yellow can also be used for confidence as well, because yellow is associated with the solar plexus. And yellow, for if you're trying to lose weight, yellow, you can also use yellow candles to incite weight loss, because the yellow represents fat in the body. So I remember when I first moved to Atlanta, I was trying to, when I was stripping, one of the house moms was just like, hey, I will put you on a night shift, but you got to do something about your stomach. So what I did was I got me a yellow candle and I put fat burn on it, and bam, fat was burned. Okay. White candles. Okay. So white candles. White is typically associated with purification. Okay. Purification, cleansing, peace. Okay. You can also use white candles for your ancestors. If you have an ancestor altar like I do, you can light a white candle just to show them the way and honor them. Like I said, your ancestors ain't nobody spookified. You feel what I'm saying? Like, these are just your passed over relatives that fuck with you. Don't pray to old wise African ancestors or old wise Brazilian ancestors, whatever ancestors you come from, and you don't really know who you're talking to. Find a recent family member who you adore and admire, and get you a white candle. Or if you're trying to do a cleansing, I'm gonna get to writing intentions in a minute. Or if you're trying to do cleansing, do a cleanse over your etheric field. Okay, use a white candle. Now you may see, purple. Like I said, I went out and I bought candles just for this video. Purple is typically associated with you could either use it in the terms of heightening your intuition, because it is associated with the crown chakra, or you can use purple candles if you want to dominate a certain somebody, or if you want to dominate a situation. Like I said in my previous video, purple is associated with John the Conqueror. Okay. When you go to a court case, you want to use John the Conqueror, or you want to wear purple, because purple represents power and dominance. Okay. Bam bam. And then you have, if you ever go out to a store and you see these type of candles, these are your multi-color candles. Now these candles can be used for and when you see a candle like this is like a free-for-all candle. You can use this to cast love spells, protection spells, self-love spells. You can use this to whatever, a roll opener spell. Okay, roll openers are for if you are kind of struggling with blockages and trying to manifest something. Roll openers help you clear those blockages, whether those blockages are internal or external, but 9 times out of 10, usually when you do a roll opener, it's something internal, because in order for you to manifest something, you have to be a vibrational match to it. Okay. If you're still working I'm gonna get to that in a minute. I'm gonna answer all questions. 1 second. Okay, I'm just doing the introductory. Okay, so if you see these type of candles as your Britannica, these are multicolored. You can use this for anything. If you see black candles can be used for baneful magic. Somebody fucking with you, you want to put them in a jar, put them in a candle, you can do that. Okay. Black is also for protection. Okay, if you really want to use that cosmic protection, light a black candle. Now, if you're scared to light a black candle, it take a little bit more shadow work, because you got to understand, a lot of people, and I'm realizing this, a lot of people are not adept in working with darker energies, because they just not cut like that. You feel me? I think I realized that a lot of people are not adept in the darkness, and that's okay, because it's not for everybody, because the darkness is a power that not everybody's supposed to have access to, only a certain few. Okay, so if you scared of black candles and you feel uneasy about them, don't do it. But if you actually done the shadow work and understand that, hey, all these dark things, scary movies, the nigga from Sinister, the bitch from The Nun, okay, all these scary things, the demons and Jasons and shit, these are just representations of you. Okay. Now that we got the color coding, okay, so you want to start your intentions. Your intention should match the color of your candle. Okay, intentions should always match it. I'm not going to, if I want a gentle type of love, I'm not going to use a red candle. If I want protection, I'm not going to use green candles. I'm going to use black candles for protection. So look into colors and how the colors associate with your intention. That's the first step. Okay. Second step, step number 2. You want to get a small area. It could be a altar, something that you turn into an altar, but you need a designated area where you put your candles. Now, you don't have to. You don't have to. If you're that powerful enough where you can fucking light a candle in a room full of junk, you can. It's just going to take a lot more mental energy to actually focus, because the intention of actually getting something on an altar or getting something in a designated space is so when your mind views the candle, you have a clear view of what you're trying to will into existence. Okay. And if you got too much clutter, if you got your candles mixed with a whole bunch of bullshit, it's going to be hard for you, because the mind and clutter really don't mix. This is why if your room is dirty and junky, your mind might be a little frazzled. Okay. But when you clean your room, you feel a little bit better. Okay. It's the same concept. So you want to get a designated area for your candles. Okay. You don't have to get or buy like a fucking $500 you don't have to buy a $500 fucking altar off Etsy. What I did when I came to Atlanta, I went to Walmart. I bought me a little itty bitty table, a little $25 table. I put my little cloth on there and I called it a day. Okay. Wasn't nothing really special. I'm like, this is where I do my work. This is where I do my magic. This is my thing. Okay. Now, the intention. Okay. So, let me rewind. Now, third step. You want to always cleanse your candles. Okay. These candles are manufactured. Well, okay, I'm talking about in regards to glass candles. Okay. Now, you can use those long stem candles that you also see at the Botanica, but I like working with glass candles because it actually, I feel like it gets me in the character of feeling like I'm doing some magical shit. So you have to go to whatever candle makes you feel like you're a sorcerer. Okay. Glass candles makes me feel like I'm a motherfucking sorcerer. I'm a hoodoo voodoo priestess and I'm working with these motherfucking candles. Okay. That's what makes me feel powerful. Okay. So you have to tweak it to your own individual preference. What makes you feel powerful? What makes you feel like, hey, I'm really doing this shit? Some people need all that. Some people need African music in the background. Some people need incense. Some people need a whole bunch of other candles they need in a dark room to feel like, okay, I'm conjuring the magic. Now I'm willing my intention and we finna do this. Okay. You have to tweak it to your preference. Like I said, all magicians are different. All right. So I'm just giving y'all a basic and what I do and how I learned. Okay. So first thing you want to do is clean your glass candles. Take up all of the stickers and the markings. Remove all of this. Remove it. Okay. Because you want this as clear as possible, because you want to keep focused. As this candle burns, you want to keep focusing on what you're trying to do, what you're trying to wheel into the third dimensional density. Okay. First thing you do, you clean the candle. Okay. This candle has been manufactured and distributed and touched by many people. You don't want other people's energy on this candle, but your own energy and the intention that you plan on doing. Okay. So you're going to cleanse it. Now, I did a new method where I like water. Okay. I'm starting to get more in tune in the elements. So first thing I do is I run the candle. Now, sometimes you got to be careful because the markings on the candle can sometimes come off. Okay. So some prints on candles are a little bit more washable than other prints. You got to be careful. So I do wash this in water, or I just run it under the sink. You know, I like water. Water is very purifying to me. Okay. And then you can take some type of cologne. Hello, Florida water. Or, you know, since this is a money candle, when you at your Botanica, you can get you some money drawn or any cologne that associates with what you're trying to manifest. Okay. So if I'm doing money, okay, so I'm gonna go to my Botanica or I'm gonna get me some Florida water. Okay. I already rinsed my candle. I took off the sticker. Okay, so I use some of this cologne right here, a little dab, like they used to do in church. Okay, and this is how I do it. And I take the cologne and I cleanse the candle upward. Okay, I cleanse the bottom with the cologne, I cleanse the top. Okay, and as I'm cleansing it with the cologne, I'm thinking, okay, because I like to cleanse my candle upward when I'm doing spells, because to me it represents me bringing the intention toward me. Okay, I'm bringing it toward me. I'm not bringing it down. I'm not making it go away from me by bringing it down. I'm bringing it up, making sure, okay, money coming to me. Okay, what you gonna do? Think about what you gonna do with this money. Don't think about how you gonna get it. What am I gonna do with this money when I get it? Okay, I'm gonna spend it on this. Okay, I need this. Da, 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 okay, I got it. Okay, so just visualize. You gotta get in the zone. This is why when you doing rituals, you can't have no distractions. None. So this is why sometimes when I do rituals, I make a designated time for it, because I need to focus. You need to focus, okay? Now, once you cleanse your candle with your cologne, like I said, either your money drawn or your Florida water, little dab, swipe it up. You can, another thing I like to do, I like to light an incense while I'm also doing this entire process. I take either sage, Palo Santo, or the smoke from the incense, and I'll run it through the candle. Once again, I'm visualizing, okay, I want this money. I gotta get this money by tomorrow. You don't want to be desperate, because you can't manifest throughout desperation. You gotta get your inner, because whatever you're trying to manifest, especially when it comes to money, you have to be a vibrational alignment to it, okay? Because money ain't desperate. Money is a happy vibration. Money is a vibration that can expand you. So you kind of have to match that vibration. So if you're trying to hurry up and do a little quick candle spell, and then you doing it out of desperation, you gonna have a little bit more resistance. Okay, so you don't want to do that. So I run this through smoke. Next thing I do, I run it through smoke. Palo Santo smoke, sage smoke, or incense smoke. Shabam. Okay. Now, herbs and oils. When you go to Botanica, there are plenty of quick money oils, fast luck oils, whatever oils, because like I said, you're getting creative when you're doing this. Just whatever oils makes you feel like this will help me to get me what I need. Quick money oils, John Conqueror oil, whatever you see, okay? You're gonna take the oil, put just a little bit in there, okay? Same thing with herbs, okay? So when you're working with particularly money spells or money candles, you want to get herbs that correspond with money. So usually green herbs. Rosemary is it's a universal herb. You can use rosemary for love spells, money spells, baneful magic, okay? It's just about the intention, okay? Now, because your intention, it's not really about the item, okay? When you do rituals and spells, it's like you're training yourself to be adept to magic. So in the event where you might not have materials available to you, you can cultivate this energy on your own without doing rituals. Like I said, that's why I really don't do rituals like that, because I don't feel like I have to, because I didn't got so good at just manifesting the shit that I want. It's just like I do candles magic for fun. If I feel like, hey, today I want to pretend like I'm a witch and I want to pretend like I'm a sorcerer, I'm the great sorceress, I will do a ritual. Okay? So herbs associated with money, rosemary, basil, what's that other one? Mint. Okay, anything green, but usually those are is basil and mint and cinnamon are associated with money. Okay, so you're gonna put a little bit of that herb as well as a little bit of oil in the candle. Now you don't want to put too much. Don't put too much herbs in the middle of your candles. Why? Because you don't want your candle to set the fuck ablaze, and then now your house burned down because you're trying to manifest money, and then now it's gonna cost you more money because now you done burnt your house down. Because if you put too much herb in the candle, it'll just be bad. Don't put too much. Okay, don't put too much. So money for herbs. Money for herbs. Herbs for money. Basil, mint, rosemary, cinnamon. Easy. Now, in terms of oils, if you just don't have a botanica available to you, you can always make your own oils. Olive oil, perfect. If you got olive oil in your kitchen, do what the Christians do, okay? Like my grandma. When I went back home, I made sure that I got my grandma's blessed oil. Why? Because even though she don't know she doing magic, it's still magical to me. So when I remember one time I had came home from the military, and she was like, yeah, I want you to take this oil with you, just to, make sure you're okay. I was like, okay, grand. But really, I'm like, shit, I got me some oil, nigga. I'm finna conjure some shit up. You know what I'm saying? Even though her intention was use it as protection and use it through her Christian lens. But either way, energy is energy, okay? So you don't have to buy fancy oils either. You can get you some olive oil, and then before you pour the oil, a little bit of the oil in your candle, or anoint the candle with your oil, you just pray over it, hey, or just speak into it. I use this material as to bring in prosperity, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to really get all ceremonial and righteous. You don't gotta do all that. You ain't gotta do all that. Like when you're doing your spells, you don't gotta be like, oh, holy great spirit. You ain't gotta do all that. Just be like, hey, I am money. Money comes to me. I am abundance. Yada yada yada. Whatever suits your needs. Okay. When it comes to love spells, okay, love candles. Okay. So if you are trying to attract love in your life, rosemary, cinnamon, patchouli is a good herb. And catnip. Catnip. You can easily get catnip at PetSmart, okay? If you're trying to attract a lover or a particular lover. Now, with love spells, honey, love spells only work if the person actually likes you. If the person has no attraction to you at all, the love spell ain't gonna work. You can't make somebody like you. But if they just like you even a smidget a bit, if they just attracted to you just a smidget a bit, bam, you can make it work. You can increase the attraction to you from them if you're trying to attract a particular person. Like I said, we don't want to impede on other people's free will, because spirit gonna be looking at you like you're violating spiritual laws. What you doing? And then you're gonna be fucked up. Okay? You don't want to do that. You don't want to face karma or negative repercussions, especially if you're not proficient in transmutation, especially getting rid of guilt. A lot of people are not proficient in transmutation. So if you know you're not proficient in transmutation to avoid karma, then don't be out here trying to cast love spells on people who don't want you. But if you know the person just like you even just a little bit, then you can, use that little small inkling, that little small window to cast that love spell, okay? So even when you're casting a love spell, you got like a pink candle or something. Let me use this one as an example, the multicolor. So if I'm using the multicolor to attract a lover or to attract a particular person, I'm going to do the same thing I taught you. Get incense, plain incense at the botanica that associate with love and passion. Think about how much you want to be attracted to them. If you're trying to get them to bed, yeah, I'm gonna do this to you in bed, and just imagine them being attracted to you in the background. Play some love music. Kissing you is all that I've been thinking of. You gotta set the mood. You literally got to set the atmosphere for when you are practicing your rituals. So you can light patchouli incense. You can light rosemary incense. Sandalwood is really good, and Egyptian musk is also really good in terms of attracting love or attracting a particular partner. Okay, so you want to do that for love spells. Don't be out here casting love spells on people who don't want y'all. You don't want that. That's extra. You racking up karmic debt that if you don't, you're making life harder. You're making life harder. Okay, don't do that. So Petitions. If you like to write a petition, or if you like to write things on the side of your candle, you can. If I'm doing a money candle, I'm gonna write dollar signs all over. Decorate it. Be a kid. I'm gonna write dollar signs all over the candle. I'm gonna write racks. I'm gonna write get into the bag. I'm gonna write anything associated with money. I'm going to write it. Okay. Same thing. You manifesting money. In the background, have some music playing. That's a whole money playlist. I remember back in the day when I was in San Diego, when I wanted to manifest money, I would play racks on racks, racks on racks on racks, got racks on racks on racks. Okay, get into the mode, get into it, create literally a whole atmosphere based on the attention that you're trying to attract. Okay, if you want protection, or if you want to listen to, I don't know, like African drum music for protection, that's what I do. Or I like Santa Marte. Okay, I love me some Santa Marte. Okay, I listen to Santa Marte music, and all of this is on YouTube. You can type in whatever deity you try to work with, Santa Marte meditation music, Oya meditation music, segment meditation music, Thor meditation music. Whoever deity that you're trying to associate with, have it in the background. Have it in the background. Okay. You, like I said, you creating a vortex. You're creating a vortex. Okay. So the incense gotta be on point. The music gotta be on point, because you're focusing. You're focusing all that energy from outside of you into the candle. Into the candle. You're putting it into the candle. Okay. You can also poke holes if you want. If you want the oil to stay, I forgot to mention that. Poke holes in your candles so the oil can seep through instead of just staying on top. Poke holes. I pick your favorite number. Hell, I like using 5. Take either a little chopstick or take a pin and poke holes clockwise, because like I said, you want to bring it to you. Do everything that's bringing it to you. So I poke 5 holes clockwise. Okay, I can put my little herbs in there. Okay, got my basil, got my mint, got my cinnamon, got my olive oil. Shebang bang. I'm doing the thing. Okay. Now, back to petitions. Okay, so petitions are so you got to think of petitions as you being God and you actually writing out what is actually happening. So if I'm manifesting money, okay, I will put I am now thankful that I have received, like I said, time hop. You gotta fuck with time a little bit. You gotta pretend like it's already happened. On the petition, you can be like, I am thankful that I received $5,000. I am thankful that I had enough money to pay my rent. I am thankful that this amount of money, whatever amount that you're desiring, is in my account. I am thankful that Spirit, God, Allah, whoever the fuck, has blessed me with this financial blessing. You want to make your petitions as if they already happened. As if they already happened. Okay, so if I'm attracting a lover, okay, such and such is so in love with me, they took me on a date. Such and such keeps me on their mind every day. I am such and such as love of their life. They are devoted to me. Such and such can't get enough of me. Such and such desires me sexually and acts on it. Okay, put it as if it's happening right now. Don't put it may I will. If you are gonna make I statements, make a statement I am. Okay, but don't put in your petition, or even when you're talking to your candle, don't put I will, can I have, maybe I wish. Don't do none of that shit. Do it as if it already happened. Do it as if time travel. Okay, use the mind of time travel. Oh shit. Thank you, Spirit. I was worried, but you came through for a nigga. Okay, something along those lines. Okay. That's how you do petitions. Or you can, like I said, you can write whatever associated with your intention on the side of the candle. Like I said, I'm going back to love candles. If I'm doing a love candle, I'm writing hearts. I'm writing little kissy faces. As I'm listening to like my Jill Scott, you love me, especially different, and I'm listening to all that, I'm going to do things associated with love, okay? And then sometimes, you know, for the ladies, I used to be in lingerie, okay? Be fun with it, be creative with it, be in lingerie if you're casting a love spell, okay? If you want a money spell, I like wearing robes around the house, okay? It makes me feel like I'm that nigga, okay? Get into that mind already. You, like I said, you have to be a vibrational match for it, all right? So, after your petition is done, your candle is anointed and set up with oils, meditate. I visualize all my energy, all my chi, all of my chi. It's like I put it into the candle, and I imagine and I trust. You can pray. Hey, I'm asking my ancestors to assist me. Hey, I'm asking this deity to assist me. Like, put all of, like, cause your hands are energy signatures. Like, you ever touch somebody, like, even when you touch somebody, you can feel their energy. Like, you know, okay, I don't like their energy. Okay, their energy is fine. Hands and feet are inputters and exputters of energy. So imagine all your chi, and you'll feel it. If you really focus, you'll feel it. All your chi going into the candle. Money, I got I ain't worried about it. It's already on the way. I am money. Just imagine yourself how you will feel when you get the money. Don't worry about where it's gonna come from. Imagine how you feel when you get the money. Imagine what you're gonna do with the money, what you're gonna spend it on, all that. You put it and take all that energy, switch it to the palm of your hands and put it in the candle, okay? And then once that's done, bam, you gonna light it, okay? Now this is where it gets tricky. Once you light it, the ritual is over. You set it and you forget it, okay? Don't you bring your narrow ass back to that goddamn altar and is it burning? Is it doing this? Is it doing that? Is it once the altar, once it's done, it's done. This is why sometimes I recommend put your altar wherever you set your candles, probably in a separate room where you don't see it, because you don't want to see the candle. Because in your mind, it's already done. Okay? And when you do see the candle every day, like I said, these candles, these glass candles they call 7-day candles. They stay lit from 5 to 7 days. Okay? And from the time the candle burns from the top to the bottom, okay, you gonna come, you can either say a prayer, every day you're gonna visualize, okay, I'm gonna get this money, what I'm gonna do every day. It don't have to be around the same time, but you need to do it until when this candle is lit. You need to come back to the candle every single day, every day. Okay, I'm putting my energy into, okay, and then take at least 5 minutes. It don't even take that long. Because you're not gonna spend as much time going back to the candle day after day as you did to initiate the ritual. But once it's done, set it, forget it. The next 5 to 7 days, you're gonna come back. You can read what's on your petition, or you can just pray over it. Hey, like I said, imagine the money coming. This is what I'm gonna do. This, and then that's going to make you feel good. And each time that this candle is lit, okay, you must remind yourself that, because the flame is a reminder to your subconscious, it's coming, it's working. Okay, it's working. Okay, so if I got this on my altar and I see the candles burning, when I look at it, it's coming. It's coming. That flame is an indicator in your brain, it's coming. I'm working on it. Like I said, for the next 5 days, come talk to it. Be creative. If you wanna, I sometimes either like Palo Santo over the candle. I might redress it with the cologne. I'm blessing with it. I'm blessing this candle. I'm coming every day. You can, like I said, you can read off your petition, or you can read off of what you've already just a prayer in your mind. Just affirm yourself. And like I said, each time you see this flame, know that it's coming. Okay. and then you let it go. You let it burn. So the flame is going to tell you kind of the status of your the status, you can say the status of your request, let's say. So if you got a low flame, don't get discouraged. If in the beginning you seen a low flame, just set it and forget it. It doesn't matter if the flame is really, really low. Don't get discouraged. It's okay. Either way, it's still, it might be low, it's still coming, okay? That means either there's no spiritual energy right now and it's gaining momentum, and what will help the flame gain momentum is your unwavering belief. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Like if you like the love candle, okay, it's coming. It's coming. They're coming to me. Okay, no matter how high or how low the flame. Now, if you see a high flame when you light it at first, that's a good sign. That means, there's no blockages between you and your request. It'll be delivered shortly. And even when you see that high flame, that should boost your confidence. Okay, well, naturally, it is going to boost your confidence. Like, okay, the flame is really high, it's really tall. Oh shit, it's coming. And like I said, even then, don't self-sabotage and fuck yourself up. Stay on that vibration. Because one thing I'm noticing about candles is when you attach your energy to the candle, it does go off based of your energy. Okay, it does. It's scary to think that. And I know it was a point in time where I could control the flame through my solar plexus. It was fucking crazy. Like, and I showed my ex, I was taking a bath one time and I had lit a candle. And I was in the bathtub, and I knew like how I manipulated my solar plexus a certain way, it'll make it'll jump the flame, or it can make it go down. So I even let him see it. I'm like, watch me fuck with this flame, and then I focus, and I'm like, okay, then I'm gonna let it go be normal, and then I can make it jump, and I can make it be normal. That's how you know you on some shit, okay? That's how you know the energy that you're actually connected to, the flame, it's real. I've done it. It's scary, but it's also exciting at the same time, okay? Now, with that being said, after your candle is done, you're going to get results on your candles, okay? Once the candle is finished burning, okay, you're going to get information about the status of it. So, for example, these are 2 candles that I burned a few weeks ago. Clearly, these candles are a reflection of where my mental state was a while ago. I had rolled some to Santa Marte. If you can see, if your candle is black like this, baby, it's a lot of resistance, and you might have to try again. And like I said, I know why this is black, okay? Because I was in my head. It was just a lot going on, and I know I fucked the energy up because the candle was burning just fine. It was burning high, but knowing me, and like I said, my domestic situation at the time, I didn't know what was going on. So even though after I did the ritual for these 2 candles, okay, eventually over the time that they were burning, I did kind of get in my head and I kind of fucked the spell up. So if you get a candle like this, where it's all burnt and black like this, that means it was a lot of resistance, and you're probably gonna need to do a spell again. This is black soot. When you see black soot in the candle, you don't want that, okay? Now this is the ancestor candle I had made. I put it on my ancestors that I asked for requests. Now it got white soot at the top. So if you get white soot on your candles that's already burnt, white soot means you're good to go. Your prayers was heard. Okay, if you got white soot on the top of your candles, baby, you had a good burn. It's a good burn, and your prayer and your answer, your request is granted. Okay. Now, if you see at the bottom, the little wax was there a little bit. All the wax didn't burn all the way. I take accountability for that. I was not in the right mindset after I lit these candles, but I'm here to do it again and try again because I'm in a more clear state of mind. So when you see candles like this after you burn them, that means the request is still going through, but you got a little, it's some hurdles. So your request was heard, but in the meantime, it's still a little bit of shit to work on. Like I said, you don't want this. I fucked this up. Santa Marte was not fucking with my ass, cause she like, girl, I didn't heard you. Now you got to get it together. So this, you don't want this, because I fucked this up. And I particularly saved these candles so y'all can see, so y'all can get an example of a burn. So this is just a basic tutorial. This is just a basic epilogue of candle magic. Okay, black soot, you're gonna have to do the spell again. It's fucked up. It's too many blockages. Okay, and like I said, you see the wax still there too. White soot, it's good. Your request was heard, and then I still got this. So it was some muddling going on, but at the end of the day, it's granted. Okay. Now after your candle is burned, people say that you should bury them. You can, if you feel the need to bury them, go ahead and bury them. Me, I'm lazy as fuck. I'm not gonna get out there, and I don't feel like doing all that. Okay. I heard you can bury candles outside of a church. Okay, especially if you got the white soot candles. If you got your candles burning white soot, bury it in front of a church. Bury it in front of a tree. Of course, feel the tree out. Trees are living things. If trees have cells, if it has a cell, it's alive. Okay, it has a consciousness. That's proven. Anything that carries cells has a consciousness. So yeah, your white soot candles you're gonna bury outside, or you can simply throw them away. Okay, so that's pretty much it on my candle tutorial. Okay, now in regards to deities, when when I asked everybody what they want me to talk about, somebody was like, okay, why deities don't want to work with me if I command them? Okay, first and foremost, this, like I said, the physical world ain't no different from the spirit world. Okay, so think about it like your boss, okay, or your manager. If your manager comes to you like, hey, I need you to get your motherfucking ass over there, and I need you to do this project, or I need you to do this task, you're gonna be looking at this motherfucker like, okay, I don't want to be an asset to the team, but who the fuck you talking to? It's the same thing with spirits. Okay, you can't just be bullying and bossing spirits around. You have to have respect. Okay, it's just like, even though we are gods and they are here in our command, they are here to assist us. I've watched the new Castlevania Nocturne on Netflix, and one of the sorceress, she's a cipher. Okay, so she has animals who assist her when she's ready to fight and do magic. And in the series, this one girl asked her about her magic, like, are you commanding these animals? And she was just like, not really. I'm just really asking them for help, and they just want to help me. You know what I'm saying? Like, because she can make portals and make tigers jump out and make certain birds come out and do different shit. So even though they are under her command, she doesn't treat them like they the fucking like peasants. Okay, same thing when you're working with deities and spirits. Okay, I told you, you have a reputation in the spirit realm. They judge you based on how you handle conflict and strife. And if you're doing magic, they judge you on what type of magic that you're doing and how you're doing it. Okay, now depending on which deity you want to work with, you have to study that deity. Okay, I love me some Santa Marte. Okay, this is my mama. Santa Marte, we like this. Okay, this is my girl. She understand, like people will tell you, like her devotees, like the Mexicans and shit. Oh, if you don't give her offerings every week, she'll be angry. Baby, she don't give a damn about none of that. She just want to be honored and respected. Okay, and that's how deities work with you. They work with you based on how you overcome adversity here in the physical, and they also judge you based on your heart space. If you're coming to them with an ego-filled heart, hey, I command you, and I command you to help me get some money, or I command you to help me control this person, or I command you to protect me, they're gonna be looking at you like, who the fuck this nigga talking to? Who you talking to? Okay, it's the same. It's no different from the spirit realm. Okay, it was a man that asked me that. Like, if you want a woman to do something for you, you ain't gonna be like, hey bitch, I need you to. No, you're gonna be like, hey, do you mind helping me? I would really appreciate it. It's the same thing working with spirits. Okay, now like I said, depending on which spirits you want to work with or which deity you want to work with, it depends on the deity. Some deities are a little bit more, some deities and mystical creatures are a little bit more discerning when it comes to who they work with. I'm not gonna lie, like dragons don't like humans. They don't. Like, if you want to work with dragons, most people don't get selected to work with dragons because dragons really look down on humans, and I do not blame them. I love dragons, and dragons love me because of my heart space. They know they fucking with a real nigga. Okay, so it's the same thing with the deities that you are working. You have to come to them as equal. Okay, you gotta come to deities as equal. Like I've explained in Dragon Ball Z, in Dragon Ball Super, Zeno is represented as a child. He has the voice of a child, but he's thousands of years old, and he's the creator of he's the keeper of the entire universe, all of the universes. All of the universes bow before Zeno. Okay, now Goku went to Zeno not as below him. Goku went to Zeno as an equal. Hey Zeno, da 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 da. What's it? But he was respectful. So when Goku and even Beerus, the Destroyer God, Beerus was just like, why are you talking to him like that? Do you know who this is? Like, he higher ranking above me. He can literally destroy all of our universes. Why are you talking to this nigga like he your buddy off the street? And Goku was just like, I'm just relating to him as an equal. And Zeno fuck with it. And Zeno appreciated Goku because Goku wasn't putting himself beneath, like, wasn't putting himself beneath Zeno like Beerus or the other gods. Okay, Goku came to Zeno as an equal. Okay, so you have to come to these spirits as an equal. Yes, you are God of this realm. Yes, when you come to this planet, they look at you because this planet is hell. This planet is the Hunger Games. A lot of entities don't come to this planet because this shit is hell. Okay, so if you can survive the Hunger Games, aka Earth, aka the physical plane, oh, you that nigga, you get celebrated. Oh, look at, oh shit, oh they, that's what it's like. Okay, so you can't come to these spirits like they owe you something. Especially they older, even though, like I said, some souls you gotta figure out what your ranking in soul is too. Okay, some souls are younger than other souls. I know my soul is old as fuck, primordial, if I must say. But I recognize that there is a hierarchy. So somewhere out there, I would like to meet them. There is a soul that outranks me. I have yet to find that soul, but I would like to. Okay, but I have the humility to be like, okay, you know what? There's somebody out here who outranks me. Have I met that motherfucker yet? No. Would I like to? Yes. So it's like you have to. That's really what it is. Like, they judge you. Your reputation down here precedes you up there. Okay, spirits not gonna want to work with you if you got a weak will and you're letting your physical eyes determine how you feel about shit. Like I said, the 3D world is the Hunger Games. This the jungle. This the jungle. But if you can survive the jungle, remain your balance in heart despite going through all this bullshit, and actually remain in alignment with the frequency of love, not love like I gotta hug and kiss everybody, but love and compassion, meaning I know I live on a planet with fucked up people, and hurt people, so I'm not gonna take it personal and go hurt other people because I've been hurt. That's what I mean. Okay, so if you can still maintain your heart space even in this fucked up world, you get respect for that. You get respect for that. Okay, so and then if you're working with the deities too, okay, it is better, in my opinion, it is better to invoke a deity than evoke. Okay, so evocation meaning external, evoke, okay, externally, meaning trying to use that energy. It's like, how do I explain it? It's like summoning. A summoning energy is evocation. Okay, so meaning I can summon you, but you're outside of me. So if you want the best results for working with deities, you have to practice invocation. Okay, invocation. All right. So, for example, if I want to work with, let's see, what deity? If I want to work with Kali Ma, okay, or if I want to work with Freya, okay, the Viking goddess that deals with, love and fertility and all that, I'm going to get and do things that associate with her, okay, or Like Kali. Kali is more associated like with reds and purples and shit. Same thing with oil. Or I'm gonna use oil. Let me just use the Orishas, even though the Orishas ain't as popular as they once was. Okay. So if I'm trying to evoke oil, okay, I'm going to wear things and do things that evoke oil. I'm going to wear purples. I'm going to wear reds. I'm going to. It's like you have to embody their energy as yourself. You have to not let them take you over like a possession, but it's like you're encompassing their energy. Okay, and that's how you get the best results when working with deities. Is literally self-encompassing. Okay, I'm going to be Oshun. I'm going to wear yellow. Even if it's just something real, like even a yellow bracelet. Every time I see that yellow bracelet, I'm Oshun. So I'm going to be Oshun in the flesh. How does she talk? How does she look? Be oil. How does she talk? How does she look? Freya. How does she talk? How does she look? Thor. Okay. How does Thor talk? How does Thor move in the world? If you want to be God and show up as the invocation of God, what does that look like? It's your responsibility, and then it's your responsibility to figure out what that looks like. Okay, that's the best way I can. That's really the best way I can describe it. Like invocation. Invocation is actually letting them. It's integrating their energy with yours. That's the perfect way. Okay, because I used to do that in the strip club a lot. It depends on what persona I wanted to be in the meantime. Like if I wanted to be Oya is a good businesswoman. Okay. Oya don't play about her money. So sometimes I don't feel like being the fun girl. Sometimes I feel like being Oya, nigga. I fair but fierce. Okay. Hey nigga. Dan, my dances cost this much. Okay. This is what I want. You see the product. Pay, because somebody else finna do it. Okay? That's how I would invoke Oya. Oya don't play. Oya stay focused on the money. Like, she clear cut, hey, I have this, you have this. She's a fair negotiator. This is my price. Pay it or kick rocks. Okay? If I wanted to be Oshun, okay, I will wear my little yellow bracelets if it's like a Friday or something. Okay, I'll be a little, and like I said, depending on the day, it's how I will make the money. Okay, Oshun. Sometimes I want to be the flirty fun girl, yeah, talking about and then flirt with their homeboys and stuff. I will put that face on. I would invoke that goddess at the time. Okay, so it just really or even fucking shit. Even I'm using I'm using the Orishas because they're like the most they're popular. So it's helping me to get y'all to relate to it. Or even if I'm being Yamaya, okay, I might not be as aggressive, or might not be as free flowing as Oshun, but I'm composed. I'm like a mother. And most niggas, especially in the strip club, they got mommy issues. So sometimes I'll put on the persona as the mother. Sometimes I will listen to men talk about their feelings. That's what I did in San Diego. Most of my money didn't come to dancing. I told y'all that. It came from talking. So it's like I will listen to dudes' problems. You know, I just be a listening ear. Sometimes dudes don't even come in. Sometimes dudes don't even come in the strip club for a lap dance. Dudes just want some companionship. Dudes just want to be loved and nurtured. And that's when I put on the invocation of Yamaya. I'm your mama, baby. I'm giving you all the love that your mama didn't give you, and I'm giving you all the empathy that you lack in your lackluster life. Okay. So that's the best way I can describe invocation. You put things around your room, around your house that remind you of that deity, because when you see those things, it's going to automatically invoke. It's going to automatically, your brain, your subconscious is already going to get in the mode, if that's your intention. Okay? Instead of just summoning the deities, you can just, okay. But yeah, instead of just summoning the deities, you can just become them. That's really what it is. Instead of just become the deities. So, any questions? I think that's it. I think I did an excellent job on this. I think I did a wonderful job on this video. I'm a little more articulate and grounded today, and so I'm happy. So if there ain't no more questions, I'm the Audi 5000. Like I said, I was gonna hit y'all with the art of seduction video, but I'm trying to get the, I want to get the focal points. I want to get the focal points together before I do the art of seduction video, okay? So I think I'll either might do the reincarnation next and then do the art of seduction, because I want it to be perfect. Anything that I do, I want it to be perfect. But I just want to come and let y'all know. Thank you. I want to come and let y'all know, Candle Magic, working with deities. Don't be bossing these deities around, baby. They older than you. Okay? Don't do that. You don't want to do that. Okay? So till next time, y'all. Bye.